So today we're doing a deep dive into a really quite difficult case. It's about elder care accountability.
Yeah, specifically a wrongful death case out of Virginia. It really highlighted some serious issues in nursing home negligence.
And it came with a significant finding, didn't it?
It did, a $1.25 million settlement. And what we want you to understand today isn't just the headline number, but really the failures, the specific critical breakdowns that led to such a finding.
Right. It's about accountability.
Exactly. And how these things can get covered up.
So the person at the center of this, James, a retired veteran, he wasn't admitted for something, end of life. It was mobility issues, some early dementia.
Things that should have been manageable with proper care.
Exactly. The kind of situation where a family places immense trust in a facility. They expect basic safety, basic care.
Minimum standards.
Okay, let's unpack this. Where did that trust get, well, just completely shattered?
Well, what's fascinating here is the sequence of medical failures.
Hmm.
It really starts with the pressure, ulcers, the bed sores. They progress to
Stage 4, that's incredibly severe. We're talking exposed bone, potentially.
often, yes, exposed muscle or bone. And the key thing, they were preventable, entirely preventable with just basic nursing care, like repositioning the patient regularly
Just turning him in bed, essentially.
and keeping him clean, basic monitoring. The fact it got to stage 4 points to sustained neglect, not just a momentary lapse.
So these weren't just minor sores that got bad quickly.
No, this implies a long period where the standard of care just wasn't met. And those open wounds, predictably, led to infection.
Sepsis.
Sepsis, yeah,
Hmm.
a really dangerous systemic infection. And it seems this also went unnoticed, or at least undocumented, until it was essentially too late.
So a failure to prevent the sores and then a failure to treat the inevitable infection.
A complete breakdown in the chain of care, really.
Okay, so that's the immediate medical cause. But the settlement size suggests more was going on systemically. Here's where it gets really interesting. The investigation dug deeper, right?
It did. And it uncovered a pattern. The facility had, let's say, a history. Issues with understaffing were known.
Which almost always translates to inadequate care.
Almost always.
Yeah.
And suggestions that, maybe profits were being prioritized over the residents' well-being.
And the attorney, Joe Musso, found concrete evidence of this.
Yes, that was crucial. It wasn't just about James's terrible outcome. Musso's team found evidence of ongoing negligence patterns, inadequate staff training, and something really damning.
What was that?
Falsified care logs. Records deliberately altered or filled out incorrectly to look like care was being provided when it wasn't.
Oh, wow. Okay, that changes the game entirely. That's not just negligence anymore.
It's active deceit. It shows intent to cover up the failures. It moves into the realm of gross misconduct.
And that kind of evidence, the falsified logs, that must have been powerful legally.
Absolutely. It allowed them to really leverage state and federal nursing home regulations very effectively. It showed the facility wasn't just failing, it was actively hiding its failures.
And the family, Lisa W., James's daughter, and Michael, his son, their perspective must have been just devastating.
Completely. Lisa spoke about knowing her father's death didn't have to happen, it was preventable.
And Michael.
He pointed out that his father, because of his condition, couldn't speak up about the neglect. He felt the legal action finally gave him a voice, held the institution accountable.
It's chilling, isn't it, how silence can protect neglect.
It really is.
So what does this all mean for you listening? This $1.25 million Virginia case, it's a stark reminder, really. Accountability in elder care. It often comes down not just to the initial harm, like the bed sore, but to proving these systemic issues, proving the cover-up.
Especially things like falsified documents. That administrative deceit designed purely to hide the lack of care.
It shows how far a facility might go.
Right. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, think about this. If facilities are actually falsifying records to hide neglect, maybe driven by chronic understaffing, well, just imagine the sheer effort it takes for a family to uncover that truth.
Especially without significant legal help.
Exactly. How challenging is it for an ordinary family to fight for justice when they're up against deliberate, systemic deception? It's a huge hurdle.
It seems almost designed to make people give up. This case really underscores why oversight, strong regulations, and frankly, the ability to prove that kind of administrative deceit are so vital. It's often the only way to protect the most vulnerable people in these facilities.